There it is. You idiot. Oh, yeah. Woo! Woo! Where's that knife?
What'd you do with the butter?
It's in the fridge. I'll get it when I get the knife. Hey, guess what? You have a whole tub of butter over here. It's fine, because it makes it easier when I have a stick.
Stick butter's better for cooking with.
Better.
Better butter.
All right. Welcome back, dummies. We're doing this again, even though nobody wants us to. That was a little aggressive, wasn't it? We're making deer, because I shot 2 of them. He didn't.
Yeah.
How much can I make fun of you for that in this video?
As much as you choose to.
We're going to see if we can make him cry and or stick his face in that pan. I might do it myself, considering at the time of this recording, I just posted, I finally killed a deer on film with a bow. Thought everything was going to be awesome. And as of the time of this recording, it finally hit 100 views. The video did. That is the worst performing video we have ever posted. Literally. So, we got some meat. We're going to put it on the cutting board. This is my favorite way to make deer. It's a little bit more complicated than some people get, and by some people I mean Dylan, because if the camera wasn't on, he might pick that up as it is right now and eat it. But that's not what we're going to do. Instead, what we're going to do is use some seasoning, some sage, and some butter. And we're going to make some deer, and it's going to be really good. So, let me get my recipe out.
By the way, while we're in a moment that you can cut if you need to, did you press record?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I think. Was this thing on? All right, so the first thing is we do 4 tablespoons of butter. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Clear off my butter. There it is. You idiot.
We're getting started off early.
1, 2, 3. That's 4 tablespoons right there, right?
Yes.
All right. Ooh, lovely. Isn't she lovely? Now I know what you're thinking. That's a lot of butter. Deal with it.
Would you like me to?
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. Turn that on.
So we have.
We're finally. Go ahead.
We have upgraded. Maybe I don't know if you'd call it an upgrade, but
we're not inhaling fumes.
We've upgraded in safety. Thanks to this electric skillet that was graciously donated by my father, who thought we were going to blow up my house.
Is that actually why he did that? He was
not
concerned about
completely, but it was partially the idea behind it.
That's kind of hilarious. All right, so we've cut up our butter. We can put this back in the fridge. I guess the next thing I'll do is we take... By the way, this recipe, the amount of, proportions, just, if you're cooking an entire backstrap, that's what we're going for here. So, if you're by yourself, go ahead, cook an entire backstrap, eat the whole thing.
How hot do you need this thing?
Medium heat.
Okay, so not where I have it currently.
No, it should not be melting that fast. You are messing everything up, as usual. Can I borrow that knife, please?
Indeed.
So we're going to take some sage leaves. We're going to chop them up with the same knife that we chopped up the butter with, but we haven't put it on any meat yet, so it doesn't matter. Also, I don't know where I was going with that one. This stuff smells...
It makes me feel like I'm back in Wyoming.
Well, yeah.
I mean, honestly.
That's actually where I got this recipe from. I actually Googled best antelope backstrap recipe. For those of you that don't know, we killed an antelope because we're better than you. When we did, I brought it home and my family had a little get-together thingy. Can you please turn that down? That's way too hot. Turn it way down, because we need that to just be melting by the time we're done. And I'm going to continue to act like an idiot, so it's going to prolong this process. Anyways, I cooked some antelope for my family. And literally everyone there was like, what did you do this is amazing. Even my brother's wife, who, like, until she started coming around where we live, had never seen a cow. She liked it. She didn't even know it was antelope. She's like, what is this? It's good. And then she found out it was antelope. So anyways, I say all that to say that that's where I found this recipe, was by literally Googling best antelope backstrap recipe. So if you want to, actually don't Google that, watch this video instead. Marketing. That's where I found this recipe. And about 3 weeks ago, I tried it again for the second time on deer, and it translates. All the old men at the church really enjoyed the deer, so we're gonna do it again now. You turned that down way too much. That's too cold now.
It's kind of what I assumed was about to happen.
I'm just kidding. I don't know what I'm doing. We have now chopped up a bunch of sage leaves. I need a clean plate. For this, you will need 3 paper plates if you're a redneck and cook everything on paper plates. So what we do now, we put that right there. There we go. That's our chopped up sage leaves. Now, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna clean this knife a little bit. Ah, I cut my hand! Now, we cut up this backstrap in a very specific way. And that way is in about that big of pieces. So about 1 knuckle on your pointer finger, unless you are Shaquille O'Neal, in which case I can't help you. Oh boy, this is all going wrong. All right, so I got to cut fast, but that's all I'm doing. I'm just cutting up little slivers of backstrap, like literally about an inch. All right, so now Dylan, what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and dump this in there like that. Good job, Dylan.
Would you like it stirred
Yeah,
up
stir
a
that
bit?
around and go ahead and turn that back up to like medium heat.
Boy, that is...
Sensitive?
No. The smell is just really, really making me feel like I'm staring down binoculars at antelope
Yeah.
from a distance.
We didn't do that very much out there.
Oh, we did it a lot. They were just all on private land.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so now what we need to do very quickly, because this is moving very fast.
Do you want it less hot?
Yeah, go ahead and turn it down a little bit. All right, now what we do, we take this plate and we go, can you go get me like actual, just like salt? Do you just have regular salt? All right, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of ground cumin powder. Which one is a teaspoon? It's a half teaspoon. Oh no, the lid thingy is still on here. So we're gonna do 2 scoops of this stuff, right?
I've never even eaten this recipe.
1 teaspoon cumin, and that says 1/2 teaspoon. 1, 2, and then we do 1 teaspoon garlic powder. There we go. Man, I was not prepared for this whatsoever. We might add more butter just so it, like, go ahead and go do that. Okay. Go just get like 1 more teaspoon of butter. We're gonna be a little bit southern and add more butter because we're running late on our, like, you know what I'm saying. Notice there's no oil used for this. It's just straight up butter. So that's what's keeping your pan all nice and good and ready. Then we go 1/4 teaspoon salt. That's what this is. All right, 1/4 teaspoon. Oh boy.
Yeah, it's not exactly the...
Oh, wow. The universe has rewarded me.
Get it?
We'll find out. Oh yeah. 1/4 teaspoon salt. Bam! Did I flip my phone over perfectly? That's awesome. Quarter teaspoon white pepper. It's the only one left, right? Oh, nope, that's onion powder. Is there no onion powder in this? Apparently not. I don't know why I brought it.
Should we put some in there?
I mean, I guess we can.
Onion powder never hurts anything.
I don't know.
Then it's our recipe.
Yeah, all right, fine. Now it's a completely original recipe.
Perfect.
So now what I do, put that in a paper plate and just kind of do this. Just mix it all around. You can use your fingers if you want, doesn't really matter. And the method of applying it, all right, go ahead and get that like ready. We're about to start. We're about to get swifty on them. You take your little giblets of backstrap. And what I do is I lay it down on one side and I lay it down on the other side to where there is a nice coating on both sides. Is that thing recording?
No.
Okay.
I've been using it for...
So we're gonna go, we're okay, ready? Here we go. To where there, are you ready? A nice coating on both sides. Now, here's where the third plate comes in. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna do that to a lot of these pieces. We're just gonna doop, dop, dip them in there, both sides. Boop, bop, and what I do is, I do this until that runs out. And then once that runs out, I repeat the process of the amounts that I just told you and possibly edited onto the screen. I hope that makes sense. But like that's basically you use that amount of seasoning until you've ran out by this method of just laying them down and coating them. And then if you run out, you just redo that. All right, go ahead and turn that thing up.
You got it.
See, this is the part I'm a little worried about. That should be like rolling. So get that rolling again.
Oh, it's going to be rolling momentarily. You're very needy on your temperatures.
Well, I've never had this be the point of contention before.
I will say this electric skillet is incredibly receptive to when you turn that dial.
Yeah.
It's like either blazing hot or not.
Yeah. All right, so now, do you have your phone?
Do I have my phone?
Yeah.
I do.
Okay.
Time parameters.
1 minute and 47 seconds on each side.
Okay.
And we're going to try to get this all in one swift go.
We should be able to.
We're going to be a little skimpy on our seasoning on some of them, but they'll all have enough that it's fine. And the ones that don't hardly have any, those will be for Dylan. So, are we ready? No.
No? Okay. Okay.
I'm going to wait till they're all in there. By the way, I need something to flip all of these, and you need to get them in the next minute and 30 seconds.
Is this not sufficient?
That'll work. All right, in 1 minute and 47 seconds, flip all of those.
Okay. So just don't touch these until this timer goes off.
When that timer goes off, flip them, and then we do it again for another minute and whatever, so many seconds. This is going to be a quick one, folks. It's a the preparation takes a little bit, and then it is literally 1.5 minutes on both sides. Just bam, bam.
The seasoning has it has a smell that reminds me of something you would put on something you're putting in the smoker.
Yeah. But anyways, I think the reason I like it is because it's easy. Like, I think the hardest part of cooking, honestly, any wild game, but especially like deer and antelope, that's the only thing I've ever cooked, is getting the right, like, you don't want to overcook it, but you don't want to undercook it.
I want to undercook it.
Yeah, but you get, like, you can undercook it. Now, what he has taught me is 99% of people overcook deer. I didn't believe him until he finally cooked it and tried it. Flip him now! But he was right. So for me personally, this is like my best guaranteed way to like nail it. You get the perfect, they're just little like meat cookies that you just pop in.
I don't know why this is going off again.
It's beautiful. I just think this is like, for me, the best, especially if you're like cooking for a bunch of people, because then all you do is you literally do this, you slap it on a plate, and you walk it right out to them, and they just nom, 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 and then it's all
I
gone.
find that backstrap is almost like an appetizer.
Yeah.
Most of the time when I'm cooking it, like, it's cut up into small pieces and just set in the middle of the table, and everybody just kind of eats however much they want of it.
All right. Since it's taking you a long time, just do like a minute. So just do like a minute on each side of this. Flip that one. That one didn't get flipped. That little tiny one in the middle. But yeah. So when I say a minute and 47 seconds, in case you're dumb and don't realize I'm joking, it's just a general like, I wouldn't go any longer than like 2. You could probably do a minute on each side, honestly. But that like minute and a half is the sweet spot, and then you just flip, flip, bam. And then, like I said, I like it because it's easy. You just pop them, eat them, done. Take them off. All
Give
right.
it 8 more seconds.
8 more seconds? All right. Eight.
So you're going to get a genuine review of this as well, because I've never had this.
Oh, that's true.
He's cooked it 2 or 3 times, and I've never seen any of it.
Get like that one right there is going to be a good piece.
This one?
Let's give it like...
Give it a second to cool down.
Like 2 minutes. I'm a little bit worried because this part of it was a complete disaster. I should have waited longer to put the butter in. I would very much encourage you to do the same. I would do all of this, then put the butter in, then the sage in. Because what you want is the sage to just slightly start changing colors from that green to the brown, and the butter to be rolling, and then you do all that. But I think it's still going to be
So probably
okay.
have everything prepped.
Yeah,
And then
prep
put your
everything,
butter, and
then go ahead
in,
and then go ahead and...
That makes sense.
Yeah, we did that completely wrong.
We don't do anything right.
As per usual, we didn't plan at all for this. We kind of were just like, hey, let's cook. All right, go ahead.
All right, I'm interested here. I think.
Get you a little meat cookie.
Let's see. I'm sure that's fantastic in the microphone. It is good.
Okay,
It's very good.
I'm sad.
It's overcooked for me.
Really?
For me.
Well, we probably did.
Oh,
yeah, that's way overcooked.
but it is good.
That's way...
Yeah.
Find one
taste.
that isn't.
And it's tender.
Try that one. That one looks like it's not overdone.
Okay.
No. Oh boy. Oh yeah. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Now.
Very good.
Okay.
Very good.
You see what I'm saying though? It's just like the best way to just bam.
Yeah,
Food.
it just makes a good centerpiece for the table. And everybody just hand, fork, however you can get a hold of it.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned going into this with the sage.
Yeah.
Because when we went to Wyoming and got the antelope, everybody said that antelope's not going to taste very good because they eat sage.
Yeah, well.
So when you started putting sage in the meal, I was a little concerned. But it tastes really good. There's no off-putting taste from the sage. Honestly, if anything, the sage is like almost only aroma. Like it's almost only the smell. And then you're just eating straight backstrap and butter, which is grade A in my book.
I mean, that stuff's in there too.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's your...
But it's light, you know? It's not... If I'm eating wild game, I want to taste the wild game. Like,
Yeah, that's fair.
otherwise, I would just go buy beef and not hunt.
I know this looks like a crazy process, but like I've started doing this pretty much every time I cook deer now. I don't go full out on the seasoning every time, but in terms of like, I just cut up little giblets now. Because every time I try to do like big steaks, I never get it right. Never. So this was like my cheat code. So if you stink at cooking deer meat, just do this. It's way easier.
I like to take the whole backstrap.
I do too.
And lay it on a grill.
But I'm terrible at that.
And then you cook it.
So,
and then you cut it up, and then
if this guy ever actually shoots a deer,
it's just unlikely at this point.
Yeah. Either way, we'll do another one where he cooks it his way.
Or I might still kill 3 deer this year.
Possible.
It's a bold statement, but
Very. So there's my way of cooking deer. We might do one for Dylan. Yeah. You got anything intelligent to say for once?
I could say something somewhat intelligent
Go
about
for it.
Deer in general.
Okay. They
Back
have 4
to
legs.
They do sometimes. I've seen one with 3. But most of the time, what we said about deer being overcooked is because everybody wants to just cook it like they do a beef steak or beef in any capacity, and you can't do that because there's not anywhere near the amount of fat in deer that there is in beef.
Yeah.
Deer is extremely lean and cooks super fast. Like he said, a minute and a half on both sides, and honestly, you could have done about 40 seconds.
Oh yeah, you could.
On a higher heat. We may have had the heat just a little bit too hot.
I think we did.
This is only the 3rd time I've used this skillet, so.
We're still learning.
But I think that, I mean, you can mess around
Whatever
with that a little bit.
cook on, put it at like 67%. Yeah.
I'd say lower than that.
Well.
There was a thicker piece.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Game on right there.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, we're just sitting here eating deer at this point. That's all we got. I'm done deer hunting. I might go shoot a doe, so there's probably going to be some videos of me fishing here pretty quick. I don't know what he's going to do. Probably just go sit in a field and not shoot deer some more.
It's been about what I've done all season.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how actually, like, much do you want to jump off a cliff because of how this season has gone?
A 2.
You're lying. All right, well, that's all we got for this one. We'll see you in the next one. Go kill more deer than Dylan.